Okay, well, let's get started here tonight. I'd like to say a great big good evening to everybody. We have people from Canada on with us tonight, all across the United States, and I guess coast to coast. So I'm so happy that you joined us tonight. For those of you that I have not had the pleasure to meet, my name is Nancy Kroupa, and I am a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company. And Jerry and I would like to call it our Juice Plus family. And my husband, Jerry, and I have had the good fortune and the blessing to be with this amazing company now for 29 years. And I have to say, it's 29 of the most prosperous, the most fun years of our lives. And I want to tell you a little bit about our company. I'm not going to go into great detail because I'd like you to get back with the person that invited you on this call tonight to learn a little bit more. Our Juice Plus company now is 28 years old. And we are based near Memphis, Tennessee, and we entered the marketplace 48 years ago with a product that you're all familiar with, and that's heat and smoke detection. And we diversified over the years. We entered into the environmental industry, and then in 1993, we entered in the field of health food technology with the Juice Plus family of products. And this has been our most successful launch of any product to date with our company. And in 2011, our company introduced the amazing Tower Garden, and it's literally your own personal farmer's market just steps from your kitchen. And we feel so blessed to personally enjoy and share our cutting-edge products with people that we care about. We span the globe with these products in over 30 countries, and we enjoy over $15 billion in sales to date. And today, we are tracking to produce over $1 billion a year by our 50th anniversary in 2020. And tonight, you're going to hear from three amazing women where their Juice Plus businesses have far exceeded their expectations when they joined our mission. Where today, their income, and they're going to share about their how they built their business and how it's made such a huge difference in their financial or their family's financial situation. We have Jan Worman that will be speaking first, and she hails from Indianapolis, Indiana. We have Celine Parot from Jacksonville, Florida, and my dear friend Sharron Rankin from Nashville, Tennessee. So we're going to start with Jan. And so Jan, would you come on and tell us about your journey with our Juice Plus business? Jan, you might have to unmute yourself. Is Jan still with us?
Okay.
There you go.
I had some technical difficulties there. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to
good evening, Jan.
Good evening. Thank you for having me. And I'd like to start with a question this evening. Have you ever found something or met someone who has changed your life? Well, several years ago, I am so grateful that my friend cared enough to introduce me to a nurse and to Juice Plus. Well, I quickly experienced less brain fog and had more energy, and our family rarely got sick and still is that way. Even when our girls were in college, I never heard problems from them. And within 6 months, this is so exciting, seasonal allergies that I had for like 10 years seemed to disappear. And our routine blood work results have also improved over the years. So that's exciting. You know, I didn't realize it then, but that chance meeting has made a huge impact on our family's financial health. I was a bit hesitant at first, but my husband, who was a coach and a PE teacher, encouraged us to try Juice Plus. Our 2 daughters were busy teenagers in high school, and we were living just on his income alone. At the time, I was only interested in getting Juice Plus at the lowest price, so I became a representative. Well, life happens, and our life changed soon after that. Due to several reasons, my husband took early retirement after 30 years of teaching. And in addition, a few months after he retired, our oldest daughter started college. His decision resulted in a 70 income cut per year. Well, it was a very stressful financial time. And since I paid all the bills, I knew that I would have to step up and help us out as a family. But I thought, who would want to hire me after being a stay-at-home mom for 18 years? I'm going to ask another question. Have you ever faced a time in your life when you wondered how the bills would get paid? Or maybe you're there now. Well, that was a turning point for me. It was time for me to stop treating my home-based franchise as a hobby and start treating it more like a business. So I became intentional, persistent. I worked at my Juice Plus business every day, and I got out of the house and got out of my comfort zone. And as a result, I learned how to share, educate, network, that was all new to me, build new relationships, duplicate myself, and guess what? My client base and my tribe grew. Thank goodness our combined family income increased, so we did not need to touch our retirement fund. It also helped make it possible for both of our girls to graduate debt-free from college, with one of them earning her master's degree, which was paid for totally by me. Several times their college rent, their food money, and textbooks were paid for with my income. And when our youngest daughter got married, it also helped pay for many of the wedding expenses. But you know, just as important is that I've always been the kind of person who wanted to do things to make a difference in the world and to help people. My journey has expanded my self-confidence level and my relationship skills, and I feel that I have found my true calling and purpose in life. It has helped me personally, and I've learned so much over the years. This wellness mission has become one of the most gratifying, rewarding, and fulfilling times in my life, and it can be a lot of fun too. It has allowed me to be people-focused, which I love, and I've interacted with literally hundreds of people over the years. You know, the company's got so many helpful resources and support in their proven system, and it's enabled me to work my life or my business around my life. And time freedom is very, very important to me, especially now when I'm caregiver and I'm helping my husband more. He needs my help, so I'm there for him. And it's so great to be able to do the business around it. And this opportunity is open to everyone. And I will have to tell you this, it is so worth it. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, Jan, what an amazing story. And you know, when we do start a business, some of us have a huge why, you know, why we're doing this business, and you really did. But what you did is, after 18 years of being out of the workplace, that to me is like, wow, that is so big that you just rolled up your sleeves and put blinders on and went to work, and look what you've accomplished. You can be so proud of yourself. And I mean, just no college debt. Today, you just don't ever hear that. So your family, I'm sure, is really proud of you. I am. Congratulations.
I'm thankful.
Congratulations. That's terrific. Well, let's move on to Jacksonville, Florida, and where it's still a little cool, but in the sunshine. And we have my really good buddy and my team buddy too, is Celine Parot. And Celine has just an amazing story as well with her Juice Plus business. And so Celine, would you share with us your journey?
I would love to. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for taking the time. And I'm so honored to be speaking among these women tonight. So 16 years ago is kind of when I was working as a nurse in a busy hospital. And at the time I decided I was going to have kids. My husband and I were really excited. And my son was born with some chronic illnesses. And then 2.5 years later, I had my daughter who had a lot of issues. She had severe eczema from head to toe. She was allergic to milk, eggs, peanuts. She was even allergic to perfume and other chemicals. So we were the family that couldn't go to a mall to go shopping. We couldn't get our pictures taken anywhere because as soon as we went into the mall to get our pictures taken, she would inhale some of the toxins in the air and react, and we had to leave within minutes. And just having a kid with deadly food allergies was really tough. My son had chronic asthma, and so both of my kids were on antibiotics every single month. And as a mom and a nurse, I felt like I was totally failing my family. I was really busy, obviously, taking care of these kids. My daughter every night would practically scratch her skin off because she itched so badly. And unfortunately, being a nurse at the University of Florida, I thought I could find a doctor to help me with my daughter. But back then, the only thing they knew was to lather up steroids on the baby. And I just didn't feel good about that. So I started really studying health, and I ran into this awesome person named Jane Orr. And she was a homeopath. And I kept hearing about all the things she did in holistic medicine. And one of the things she shared with me was Juice Plus. And of course, I was too cool. I'm a nurse. I know everything. And she kept telling me it's just fruits and vegetables in a gummy for your kids. And I could not wrap my brain around that. But she said one word that really attracted me. And she said, there's research on it. And I'm like, yeah, right. What kind of research? Who did it? And she produced 10 published studies. And as a nurse, that really impressed me. But still, this is my baby. I didn't trust her or trust the research. So I took the research to every doctor I knew. And I said, okay, would you give this to your baby? Would you give this to your baby? And what happened was these doctors were like, I would definitely give that to your child. And by the way, we want some for our family. So my business kind of started organically at that point. So we started doing the Juice Plus. My daughter, her eczema was gone in 6 months. And I'm happy and proud to say at 17, 90% of her allergies are gone. She can actually eat milk and eggs as long as they're in a good. So our lives has really transformed. For her, it's freedom. People don't understand when you have a deadly food allergy, it's really scary to eat out and go places. And she's getting ready to leave for college next year. So I'm really glad that one, she doesn't have that skin disorder anymore. And knock on wood, no antibiotics in our household in over 14 years. My son got off all of his asthma medicine. He went on to play competitive baseball. And he's now in his 3rd year of college. And what's so cool is, you know, when you're cooking for your kids and they hate healthy food and they think you're just the worst mom on the planet, they go off to college and they realize, I don't feel so good when I eat junk. And now my son is the ultimate healthy cook. He sends me recipes. So for all the moms out there, trust me, just keep feeding your kids healthy. And so for me, as you can imagine, my story and seeing what it did for my kids, I naturally started sharing it with other people. And Juice Plus organically at that point was growing as a business, but I really wasn't looking for a business. But as my check grew, I was able to, I call it spend money on shoes. I had some extra shoe money. And then I went on to pay for my kids to both go to private school, because in Florida, public schools are scary. And so I wanted my kids to get a private education, but we just didn't have that kind of money. So my Juice Plus check paid for their private school. And then before you knew it, started paying for my house payment. And at the same time, we had tragedies strike my family, and I had to financially help both of my parents. So life was really, really tough. And so I got to a point in my business that not only was I having to take care of my family, but I went through an unexpected divorce in 2008. So can you imagine? I'm taking care of 2 parents as an only child. I got 2 kids that are on the mend, and now I'm a single mom. Most people, when they're a single mom, would have to go back to work. But because I had grown my Juice Plus business to a point, I got to stay home with my kids, which is amazing in itself. And little did I know back when Jane told me about this business, I didn't really need it back then. I really, of course, wanted to be home with my kids, and being a nurse, I just had no time really, because when you work full-time as a nurse, you have 0 time freedom. But as I grew this business, I got to be home full-time with my kids. Even after my divorce, I was a single mom. And, you know, there's always victory in really struggles in your life. And I'm so thankful to say at 47, I'm 100% debt free. I own this beautiful house behind me. I have 2 kids that are college is completely paid for, just like Jan. And what a comfort for me knowing that not only have I provided for my children, but I did it on my own. I'm remarried, have a wonderful husband now. But even being married, I just love being financially independent and having the funds to travel with my kids. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you know my husband and I love to fish offshore. And so we go fishing on Tuesday and Wednesday when everybody else is back at work. We have the time freedom. My son's at UCF in college, and I don't know if he loves this, but I can get up and leave anytime I want to go visit him at college. I don't have to wait to the weekends. So this time freedom and this income has been such a gift for me. I don't know how many people get to take care of their parents and their kids before the age of 47, but I've done it all, and I could not have done it without this business. And like Nancy was talking about, this is my family. Being an only child, I have no family in the area. My entire family is in Canada. So I'm really blessed to have such a mission-driven group of people that I get to work with and to pick me up when I'm down. I've had to put my business down a couple times because life kept happening. So I love this business because when you get back to life and you're ready to pick it back up, you can. And you can create an income. Not everybody wants to create income to retire from their full-time career. Some people just want to make that extra money. And I love that this business is for everybody, no matter what your skill level is. I love the ladies I work with. We have some that are stay-at-home moms. We have hairstylists. We have teachers. So this company has provided really an income for all of us, no matter what our path is in life. So that's pretty much my story.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I know I was in your shoes. I went through a divorce and depended on a job I had to go get a job to just earn my independence and go through that divorce. So just having your own life, your own financial situation, and now you're debt free, it just means everything. Even though you're in a loving, beautiful marriage now, you still know that no matter what happens, you can always take care of yourself and your kids and your husband too. So that helps very much. That is very good. Well, congratulations, Celine, and I'm just very proud of you. And you're just one of our best teachers in this business, and I'm just so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So next we have Miss Sharron Rankin. She hails from just north of Nashville, Tennessee. And Sharron and I met in this amazing business and with our Juice Plus family, and have become just best buddies. And we have had the fun of traveling together and sharing and just having fun, and also mentoring each other, and the list just goes on. And I'm just so proud and privileged to have Sharron on with us tonight. She was the very first national marketing director with this company, so she's been around a little bit longer than Jerry and I have. So I'm going to let you Sharron, just have you tell your story. So Sharron Rankin, good evening.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. And Jan and Celine, I loved hearing your stories. So inspiring and so encouraging for women as a whole. We all need models like this out there, and I hope everybody has taken notice or listening. So thank you, Nancy, for having me come on and share. And yes, we've had some great times together. We've laughed, we've cried, we've worked, we've played, and it's all been good. And we're thankful for this community that it's allowed that to happen. Whenever I share my story, I always pray that whatever I share, that it would be an inspiration or really hope for someone. And you think about hope, it's such a powerful word. And as I have defined the word hope, it's a feeling or expectation or a desire for a certain thing to happen. And we all hope for certain things. We hope maybe for better health or relationships or finances or just simple change or contribution in our life. And that's really what my story is all about. And I have to go, my story is my Heavenly Father's story. God has blessed this business tremendously. And I always say, apart from Him, I could have done nothing. But I'll just share real quickly, as an avid reader growing up, I was infused with all kinds of possibilities and dreams. And I'm sure most of you guys can relate. I thought about travel and living well and contribution and healthy family relationships and finances. But at the age of 34, all of those dreams were, I would say, dead, and there was not much hope. I was married. I was the mom of a beautiful 14-year-old, but I was one of those casualties that you often read about, like the 4 Ds of debt, divorce, disease, and death. Well, I was a casualty of 2 of those, deep in debt with the reality that I was going to become a single, broke, stay-at-home mom, no skills, no nursing skills or no teaching skills or nothing that I could fall back on. I really did not know how I was going to support myself. And I will tell you, at the time, life was fearful and I felt pretty hopeless. And that's when a friend asked me a question that truly, truly changed the course of my life. And I think it's still a good question that we could ask today. And I do ask this question. It's like, do you know anyone in your town who could use some extra income or a plan B? Our company is looking for a few good people. She did not know my situation. She didn't know how desperate I was, but she was just started with this company. And I said, tell me more. Tell me what you're talking about. And that's when I was introduced to what is now the Juice Plus company. The year was 1984, and we were then marketing what Nancy talked about. Well, we were into water filtration, not home and heat detectors at the time, but water filtration. And while the name has changed and the products have changed, the culture and the community and the character of our business has not changed. It is still strong and powerful. So I decided to join quickly. My goal was earning $500 a month. And I really thought if I could earn $500 a month, it would would make all the difference in my life. And it certainly did. I discovered more than a way to make money. I discovered a company with strong, caring leadership. And the vision statement that our company has that Jay talks about and we often quote, where he had the vision to build a stable and lasting company that would help as many people realize their dreams as possible. That's when I discovered a company that cared about those of us who had dreams. And I also discovered something that I had only heard about or read about in books, and that's residual income. I discovered the power of residual income. And I've heard this statement in the last little bit, and I'm using it a lot. If we understood the power of residual income, you would walk through walls to get it. You might want to write that one down if you haven't heard it before. I heard someone say that on the Pajama Regional earlier this year, and it made a real impression on me. It's like, even $200 a month or $500 a month, residual income would make a significant difference in many people's lives. So I discovered the power of residual income. I discovered a way to make a difference in people's lives while earning a good income and feeling good about what I was doing at the end of every day. And even then, I have to tell you, I can speak with great confidence and authority today, but I was clearly out of my comfort zone. I'll have to tell you a quick little story. I remember the first person I shared products with was my son's baseball coach, and he was a professional salesman. And I remember going into his home with a brochure, literally shaking, and he grabbed my hand and he said, "Here, let me help you." So I have to tell you guys, you don't have to be good to get started. You just have to have a great need. And you need, I remember someone saying, "We wish for you the gift of desperation." I was desperate, and I was really willing to step out of my comfort zone. I joined quickly, stepped out of my comfort zone. I embraced the system, the community, the products. And while I'm not a numbers person, I worked out the income plan. I wanted to understand how I got paid. And I will tell you, once you do that, you catch a vision for the possibilities of what this business is all about. So some people ask me, have there been bumps in the road? Have I had some disappointments or discouragements? Yes, there have been that. But I will just tell you that it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. The lifestyle that we've been able to create within this business. My husband's a national marketing director. I am now debt free. I do not worry about how I'm going to pay the bills or go to the grocery store or how I'm going to make the rent or the house payment or any of those things. God has blessed this business, and there is surplus and more to do. And today, I have to say, 34 years later, 34 years is a long time to be engaged in something and be actively engaged with passion and purpose. But today I've moved from that, what we call desperation situation, to inspiration. I've moved from opportunity to responsibility. I know that there are people out there every single day praying for an answer for their health concerns, their financial challenges, and we have a beautiful gift to share. And so, yes, I'm still sharing the gift of Juice Plus. Yes, I'm still sharing the gift of this business because I know that there are people who need that. And mostly I do it as I live my life. People always say, "How did you get started? What do you do?" It's just living my life, doing what I love to do, making a contribution in the community and building relationships. And people want to know, whether I'm at church, Bible study, in my neighborhood walking, going to play golf, wherever I'm going, I carry Juice Plus in my heart and in my mind that I can share, and I'm ready to share my story at any point, and people often ask. So I just encourage you guys, if you're listening to this for the first time, or you're taking a look, or you need some sort of encouragement, that this business does the gift. It gives a gift, and it does bring hope, and it does bring renewed possibility. So I'm thankful to be able to share tonight. Pray that it helped on some level. Thank you, Celine and Jan, again for sharing, and thank you, Nancy, for asking me to come in and be a part of this great group.
Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. And you just have one of the most amazing stories as the first national marketing director as well. And you've just set the pace for all of us, for all of our success through the years. And for that, I'm so grateful for the blessing, that you're such a blessing that you've bestowed upon all of us, that you've led the way. You're the pioneer with this company. And I'm just very proud of you. Thank you so much. Well, great. So let's move on, and let's get back with the person that invited you on this call tonight, because I know you've got some questions and you want to learn more about the company. I didn't go into great detail tonight, but one thing you can do in the meanwhile is go to thefreedomrevolution.com. It is thefreedomrevolution.com, and there's several videos that you can look at. This one by Joy Kelly is amazing. It goes through our company as well as our products. And then you can hear more stories. You can listen to stories by athletes, entrepreneurs, free spirits, medical professionals, and so forth. And I didn't on purpose tell my story tonight because my story is in the prime time here. And I won't.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nancy Kroupa, and I'm so glad that you joined us. I'm excited to share a few stories with you from our healthy living.
So I won't go into great detail on that, but you can learn more about Jerry's and my journey with this amazing company. And I also would like to invite everybody to next month's series of calls on our Freedom Revolution, and we're going to learn more about the Shred 10. You know, what do we do the first part of the year is we make New Year's resolutions. And we've got 3 amazing speakers next month. We have Dr. Carol Watson. He actually has really been on a health quest. Keep in mind that Juice Plus is not a weight loss product. It is more of a health transformation type of product. And Carol certainly has transformed herself, losing well over 100 pounds and becoming so healthy. And Denise has an amazing story, Bixler as well, and Leanne as well. So you're going to want to join us January 10th, and I will be publishing this for our team, and you can hear these amazing stories next month. So I'm going to open the lines here again for all of us, and if you'll just bear with me just a moment here. Here we go. And I'm going to open all the lines so that we can say good evening to everyone. I'm going to unmute everybody, and we'll go back to a place where we can see everybody. So I would just like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, a very Happy New Year, and a very healthy 2019. So
thank you, Nancy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to our amazing speakers tonight.
Thank you.
Great call. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Take care.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.